So I just got done reading this amazing book, The Creative Act, A Way of Being. Um, just finished it. So inspiring, and it kind of made me want to come up with a question for you guys, and that's what inspires you to create? And I know when I say create or using your art ability, people think of like, making art, actually painting, drawing, making music, stuff like that. But in this book, like I said, amazing. It really explains that creativity and creation doesn't have to be so much of like art or music. What we think of when we think of creating something. Um, Creativity comes up. What inspires you to move in creation? So creation can be um, you and a person having a moment and you sparking thought into them in that moment for just a simple conversation, or um, you creating happiness in somebody's life. Say you hold open the door for an older gentleman or an older lady, and that and they're like, thank you so much. They're showing so much gratitude that you didn't have to do that, but you created that. Something inside you inspired to create that happiness for that person. So it kind of just inspired me today to get on here and say, like, what are we willing what are we willing to get inspired by to help us create something that we want to see in our reality, in our world. um, and since reading this book, I've really tried to step in that energy of where I'm seeing people, I'm seeing, you know I'm seeing animals, I'm seeing do just taking in the oxygen, taking in a breath. I'm seeing every little thing as a way of creating. I so my thing is that if we can create first, if we can create our reality, that means we can create what we want to see in this world. So really, this whole thing is, we can change the world, but we have to have the creator in us, and inspire that creation somehow to be able to do that. um and that doesn't go to say that art and making music, that is also part of creation, because that's an expression of yourself, how you're feeling in that moment. And everybody and everything will interpret your art different. Like, I can be the nicest guy and I can create nothing but bliss for people around me, and make sure everybody's good. But somebody can also take that as, I I think I got my, I think I'm the shit. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm walking with my head high, so he's cocky. When really, all I'm stepping in is confidence, self confidence, self love, so I can create for myself to express and inspire other people to also create. But some people might not take it that way. But that is the beauty of creation. Um, we all see art in many forms different. And so I just wanted to get on here and kind of express that word, express how I was feeling today about this after finishing this great book. And that's another thing I want to also say: start reading. Please start reading. It's just good for your mind. It's good for that mental exercise. But it's also, you can gain so much knowledge, so much inspiration from just reading words and then applying it to yourself and your life. So just create. What are you gonna create today? Like I said, it can be the simple act of just making somebody's day. Just smiling at somebody is creating, because they take that smile and they might need that smile. You never know. Um, Make that music. Do that drawing, do that painting. Man, creation is here. Creation is alive. We all have it in us. What are we gonna create today to make this world better? And we need to create to see the change that we want in this world. We can do that. We need to come together as people, as one, and create. Because with our creation, will come the greatest times in our lifetime. May not seem like that now, because I feel like a lot of people's creation has been pushed down or pushed to the side because, of not just our government and things like that, but like we have so much going on in our actual lives, paying bills, kids, all this stuff going on. I feel like we're so cluttered that we haven't been able to really create the art and create the expression that we really truly feel to help ourselves and to help others. So try to be still today, try to be calm today, do your meditation, do your reading, and create. Love y'all.